Yo. Oh, we need some music. We need music. Oh, there it is. There it is. There we are. We made it. Lunchtime stream. What time is it? Oh, yep. Beauty. Beauty, beauty, beauty. How are we? What's for lunchies? I did a little thing last night, late at night. I kind of was trying to fix this bug and managed to fix it pretty well. So actually, this pen's probably not necessary. So yesterday, end of the stream, got to this point where you could make tracks, and the train would go round and round, but it would, if you went the wrong way, the train would interpolate improperly. But now it doesn't. Now we've got proper smooth curves, man. Well, I don't know if you can hear that wind. It's really howling over here. You can do all sorts of things, and it'll pick. It's not really picking. There's just an order of priority of which is the one that it wants to do. Ho 1 p.m. That's right. So yeah, this solved. We've already solved a lot of things that the original concept, the original game jam, couldn't do, like having multiple tracks in one tile. You can do things like this. So it's all based on connection points now. And then and then it'll pick a track, but they're just if else's. They're not. It's not making any intelligent decision. But I'm pretty stoked on that. And it's using the same method. I mean, there are some issues, obviously. Currently, it's 1 a.m. in Germany, 1 p.m. Oh, wow. True. That must be, yeah. And I bet it's freezing cold in Germany and warm in New Zealand. Down. I wonder, yeah, there's quite a lot of things that, there are a couple of problems that got glossed over, one of which being this won't support slopes at all. If we were to put a slope there, I wonder what happens if we do like that. That's not going to work. Oh, it doesn't work because this is also the wrong kind of collision, but the rotation is now only Y. It doesn't rotate any other way. Yeah, definite progress is happening. And it's weird because like it seems like it should be harder to do it without an engine, but weirdly we're fixing more problems without an engine. Obviously we've had the benefit of doing it already in an engine, but addressing the problems of this connection grid and all this stuff, I wouldn't know how to approach it in Godot. You know, I wouldn't know whether you'd want to do it in a scripting language or not. Maybe it'd be fine. What's going on here? Anyway, so I fixed this rotation bug. So So that are trains on tracks. The next thing is to get actual train cars, which is probably kind of difficult. Train cars, slopes would be cool. These might be engineering issues. And then it would be cool to make it look nicer. Yeah, it is, eh? It's real fascinating because they're all similar and they're all basically the same building blocks, but this one definitely has the most robust underlying system because like I was saying, I was ranting on yesterday, in Godot or Unreal, you're encouraged to make prefabs that have the logic and stuff built onto them. So you're like, oh, my rail piece is the object and it has scripts on it with in and out points and stuff. But then this is way more flexible, and it's not even about the actual rail piece, it's about all the underlying mechanics. So yeah, this one's definitely the most gratifying. Feels like it's the most flexible. Yeah. One thing is just what happens if you shake the screen? Does it fall off? It won't, because I clamped it this time. One thing is the idea of object-oriented programming feels bad, man. Little toy trains. Oh, now that I think about it, I'm like, how do you even... Where's the X on this thing? Okay. Oh yeah, and I implemented this get spline point Bezier quad 3D, which can be... Oh, learnt this. I don't know if this is interesting to anybody, but you can have generics in C. I made this, I was watching this video, and there's a... So there's a keyword. You make a macro called add, for example, and give it this generic tag in C11, sorry. And then you can add different functions and you define them here, and then based on the type you can have generic functions, which is kind of interesting. I didn't know you could do that. So what do we need to actually, what are we actually doing? Yeah, the best implementation is, that's the thing, hey, like what gives the best results versus how long is it going to take? I don't know. I think we can start by having a train have concept of a thing called a type def struct car, which is a car, and that has, oh, this is where we were like, it ended up needing all the same things as this, and we made a transform. Each one needed to do its interpolations manually, which needs to store all this stuff. Let's just start writing it and see how dumb it seems. F32 rotation. We're gonna do like this because we may need to change the way we do this. Rotation Z. Connection. Maybe that's all it needs. And then a train can have cars, and have like 5 cars. I guess we can have a model here, car model. Car model. Best result is also changes as you progress and flesh out the actual design. Yeah. Because one thing, like making this little level editor makes you think, oh, this level editor is like part of the designing process. But then you could, once you have it, you're like, oh, you could extend it to players and say, make your own levels or something. And I wonder how hard it would be to recreate this in an engine. I don't know, man. I saw a thing about how you can write C++ modules for Godot. It looked quite like a mesh because you have to like plug it into GDScript and shit. Well, I guess you don't have to, but I wonder if there's a workflow there where you can do any stuff you want. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be good to actually have that model. Where's models? Okay. Game dev assets. Daisy trains. Models. Kenny. Models. GLB format. Okay. Train carriage. Flatbed wood. Lumber.glb. Coal. Box. What happens if we click on it? Doesn't work. This one seems cool. We'll use this one. Train. Car.glb. Oh, whoops. Oh, it's in the name already. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. We should probably be unloading these models, shouldn't we? Dun, 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 dun. Alright. Oh, then we should probably unload model game dot rail builder dot, oh, where is it? Game dot corner rail corner rail flat. Oh, we're already doing it up there. Okay. I feel a path of pain. Starting. One thing I thought was, instead of the thing managing, the car managing its cell, the train knows its last like 3 cells and then gets the data from those. Because this is end up like with a lot of code duplication. So we would want to update all cars. 32i equals 0i less than train. Oh, we don't have cars count. It is 5, magic number for now. I plus plus. Yo, Celt. Yo, Celt. Is that Irish? Scottish? Is it Celtic? What was Celtic 1888? Is that like William Wallace or something? How you doing, man? Car pointer. Oh yeah, it is, man. It is, man. Fucking got you there, buddy boy. Excuse the F-bombs. What's going on, man? We're programming over here. We're programming over here. How you doing? Cal 1888. That is William Wallace is saying, isn't it? What is that? Events from Scotland in 1888. Oh wait, 1888. That ain't William Wallace. It's like 15 something. Do 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 do. We get the car. We get the car. Then what do we do with it? We want to say. We want to do all this stuff again. What's going on, man? Why are you working? Are you knocked off for the year? First thing you do is the car distance traveled plus equals train speed times get frame time. Then the T. I wonder, we want the T to be some magical T equals train T. Oh, we don't store T, do we? We need to store T. Oh, we've been through all this before. This train randomly saw. Oh yes, yeah, we are, man. We are deep in the. We are testes deep in the matrix over here. I'll show you what we're doing. Oh wait, I'll see if I can show you what we're working with over here. Get frame time is delta time. Yo, how's it going, man? So we got a little level, and we can build train tracks. Yep, and we can put a little train on the train tracks. And you might be like, that don't look like no computer game. And you'd be right. But you know, we're working through it one thing at a time. It's getting there. We fixed the interpolation around the corners. We've got the multi-track system going. It doesn't really choose the track. It just goes for the first one on the list, which in this case is like horizontal or vertical take precedence, I believe. Boom. Yes. But it's still pretty cool. Yeah, get frame time is the time it took raylib. It took between the beginning of frame and the end of frame. Right? I think you can look it up. Get frame time. Get frame time, time in seconds for the last frame drawn. Is this going to open? Because I do have the raylib source in Visual Studio. I don't actually know how to do that calculation. I guess you log the time when the frame starts. So, oh wait, oh yeah, we stopped the game. We can do train t equals t value. Did I call it t value? Yes. Train t value. We're in the matrix over here, big man. Train t value equals set next. Yeah, last time we made this, so each car managed its own transform. But it wasn't good. And then we made a generic thing. That's right, man. Yeah. Bungalow Bills. Keeping it lively for the old man. I was back in October. I should have said hi. I was only there for a couple of days, and I popped in on old Bill. Gave him a fright. Got a new T-shirt. So this is going to be a dumb function that we're going to make smarter, maybe. We have the t value here. We've still got an error. So we want to go car t value equals train t value minus, and we want like a car length. Yeah, it was like I had to go see family and then go do this and go do that, but I should have. I popped into town for like half an hour for coffee and should have called you. Sorry, man. I just outed myself live on stream that I didn't come and say hi. I don't think I'd fixed my phone at that point. Now I'm making excuses. Has anyone played Path of Exile 2? Jordan and I were going to play Path of Exile 2 online, but I bought it and then I refunded it immediately. Only because the first 10 minutes were just exactly the same as Diablo 2, and I'm like, I played Diablo 2 in the year 2000. Yeah, sorry, man. What are you up to? Are you not working at the moment, or are you just at work watching streams? Just chilling? Minus, say we got 0.5 F. So, F32 adjusted equals train t value minus 0.5 F. So that could go below 0. So what is the math to get that? Basically what I want it to do is, if it's at, say, oh, we already did this. That's a cell border. This train is at, say this train is at 0.25 and we take off 2.5. I want this to now equal 0.75. But if it's at 1, I want it to equal 0.5. So I want to take off 0.5 and it'll go to negative 0.25, and then I need to subtract 1 from that. No, add 1. No. I need to do a modulo. Hey, Adel Tahmid. What's happening, brother? At work grinding. Sounds like you're grinding. Just got YouTube going in the background. YouTube helps the grind. How do you do... Is this mod? Can I like get 1888 in Scotland modulo calculator? Modulo calculator finds mod B. So if this is 0.5 mod 1, calculate working is 0.5. Negative 0.25 mod 1 is, that's what it is, 0.75. We're mathematicians. So train value minus thing mod 1.0f. It doesn't like that at all. Must have an integral type. Not valid as left operand type if. What if I did didn't do that? Or is it just mod 1 and not 1.0? Mod. What am I doing wrong? To adjusted equals train t value minus thing mod 1. Do I need to cast this or something? What am I doing here? I must consult the oracle. Oh, where's my chat? Are they helping? Is there no absolute? I don't want absolute. I don't think I want absolute. I thought I wanted absolute, but I didn't. Now I don't think I want absolute. Help. F mod f. Okay. It's a function. F mod f. Okay, that bit. I think that should give us a t value offset backwards, but if it goes below 0, it'll... Did I do that? Negative 0.25 mod 1. So negative 0.5 mod 1 is 0.5. Negative 7.5.1 is 0.25, yeah. So we are imagining that, I draw this better. That's a cell, that's a cell. In point, and an out point. So this train is, the main train is here at 0.25 t from 0 to 1. and its car is offset by minus 0.5. So it becomes equals negative 0.25. But I want a value to be here, which should be 0.75. So that mod 1 equals 0.75. That's my theory. But it also needs to know the two connection points it should be modulating between, which maybe, how does it know what rail piece it's on? This is where I'm like, where did the train come from? Where did the train come from and where did it go? Where did it come from, Cotton Eye Joe? When are you clocking out, Jordan? When are you knocking off? Are you guys doing anything for holidays? Anything interesting? You could have the train store the last connection points, but that will get messy. Yeah, how do we know what points to interpolate between is the question we want to answer. Because we got a train. And its car needs to know that it took this thingamabob. So this is where it's like a linked list or something. It's like a path. What if we go in here and we're like, oh, it's actually negative 1.75. It still gives us 1 in a range, which is right. But we don't know how many cells back it is. This is where it's like, it just needs to know its line. It needs to know its line of points. Like Ford calculate all the points until they either connect up or terminate, and then store that. This is where we're going. Big problems. But how can we just hack it together for small problems? We could have a list of connection point pairs or something that is like pair 0.1 and 0.2 pair. I've written this exact thing over here. Pair 0.1 and 0.2, and then the train has a pair pairs. And it is like, I don't know, it's like 10 deep or something. And then each time it goes into a new cell, it says, that was my last one, and that was the one before that, and that was the one before that. That was 0, and that a d. But we got, say we got pair 1, pair 2, pair 3, pair 4, pair 5, pair 6, and then the train, this car says, okay, I am 1 step backwards, so get pair from the end, pair 6. So the list is reversed. May as well engineer a thing. May as well just engineer a thing and find out you're wrong later. I got a good feeling about this, but this is probably bad. But don't worry, we're going to find the right thing by doing the wrong thing. Also, this doesn't need to be perfect because we're just trying to get something up and running. We hacked away at all the other prototypes, so we'll hack away at this. What I want to do, I want to do a little refactor. Because I want to change them from connection, this thing here. Struct connection. I think this wants to be called a node. Oh no, whoops. Node. And this is node. Apply. And this can be called node. Nodes. Oh no 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 nodes. Nodes. Apply. Struct nodes. What is this? Node. Nodes. Okay. Connections. That still can be called connections. Connection type can still be connections, but don't know if that helped or made things worse. Over here, type def struct node pair, which is really a connection. This is really a connection. And it has node pointer P1, node pointer P2. We're just doing linked lists. I think we're just doing linked lists. Friday heading down to Carpety Coast, mate. Couple of weeks. That sounds bloody good. We are just... We're going to have like an orphan's Christmas at our house for a couple of people that don't have family present. We'll quite one. I'm going to make some pizzas. And then we might... I think we're going out to the Blue Mountains for a night or two. Let's try and see some kangaroos. Man, Carpety Coast. That's like... it's nice down there. What is a linked list? A linked list is a linear data structure. Struct node, next and previous. Perfect. Oh, P1 and P2. I guess we can work with that. So the train can have node next, node last, and it can have connections, and this can be like, say 10 connections. But we just need to be careful about how we access the connections, because connection I guess we'll go define connection max connection history 10. All right. Kind of dumb. max connection history. So it could count upwards. It could count upwards. It start at 0 and say my last one was 0. This is the first one. Which one was the first one? You're going to have to do some shifting. Keep moving them all down as you go. Oh gosh, this sounds hard. Let's just try making that happen. So when we go set next, we get the next coordinate, we see if it's a cell, we go through all the rail types, and then if we've got a next rail, we get the distance, current cell equals next cell, and we've already set last and next. I think what we want to do is change that to have a node pointer next equals null, and then go next equals there. Oh, and then we can also get rid of this and just have that. Get rid of that. So we just set the next. What's going on here? And then we can query whether or not. Let's get all of these. Just change them to next. Nick. Okay. And then get rid of next rail. Get rid of train last equals next this line. Okay. And then get rid of this line. Okay. Should be alright. If next. Train current cell equals next cell. And then down here we'll go train last equals next. That was what we wanted to do, right? Should we just check that we didn't blow up the world? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, we did blow up the world. Nice. What did I do wrong? Oh, we need to set that first. Man, this pirate music is all good. Oh no, we're still broken. What did I do wrong, sir? Oh gosh, I gotta go back. What did I do? Train last equals next. Oh, that's right. Yeah. It's got to be train next. Train last equals train next. Train next equals next. Is that right? Yes. Oops. All right. We did that. Now we want to... First we want to... Man, this music is too epic for this task. Too much. Okay. Train. We also need to keep account of how many connections we've had. I-32 connection count. We should probably set this here. Dot. 0. Yeah. Oh, why do I always do that? Okay, the connection count equals 0. And then train connections. Train connection count. Okay. I-32 next index equals train connection count plus plus. If next index is greater than, if next index is equal to max connection history, next index equals max connection history minus 1. Oh, is that? No, we don't want it to loop over. We just want to keep. Then we want to do a for loop. I is less than max connection history. Oh man, this is confusing me. Let's just do it like with the do. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one being the last one, the latest. So we go 0, we push them all over 1. Okay, we should probably initialize all of them. For I is less than max connection history, train game train connections I equals a new connection, which is null. Bloody beautiful, mate. So are we going to overflow? If we were to just say train connections I plus 1 equals train connections I, that is going to overflow, I think. And we'll see if we get an error here. Do you get out of bounds errors in C? It's going to have to go through 10 things, right? Nice. What's happening? I can move the train. Was that a my bad? Was that a my bad type of bad? Let's start it on one of these so it can do the thing. Okay, so it just straight up doesn't do anything. Is it getting here? It is train connections, 2 null pointers. Connections I plus 1 equals I. So why are we no longer seeing movement? Is there something in here? All right, it was something. Something is, what am I doing in here that's... What if I just don't do that line? Okay, there's something in this line. It's just, it hates this line. Because I think if I is less than, if I is less than max minus 1, then do this. It's probably a smart way to do this. Alright, that seemed to make life better. Cool, so it knows the connection history. Pretty good. Oh, we don't actually set any of them. We've moved them all over. This is move all connections over 1. And then this is next index is always be 0. We're just always adding to 0. Add to the 0th element the latest connection. The last connection, which is train connections 0 equals a connection, which is train last and next. No, train dot next. Now this could create some issues. let's print if connection and we want a that's kind of annoying. What's some good information to know? I guess maybe we'll just debug it and see. Oh, whoops. Here we can go to here and check this. Train dot connections x15. They don't seem to be updating. So we shift them. Train connection I plus 1 equals train connections I. Can we just assign structs this way? Do we have to make it? I don't think so. So we go I 0 plus 1 is 1 equals 0. So we copied that one. But did the copy not work? Do you need to use like mem copy or something, or like construct a new? Do you need to construct a new connection? Connection equals train connections I. Equals connection. Where am I? Where am I, dude? What point did I select? Oh, I selected a point all the way over there. Interesting. Dun 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 dun. Go there. Oh, yep. And then when we break on here, train connections. Seems like only that one is changing. Do we have to do like dot p1 train connections I dot p2? Because it works when we create one. Train got connections I plus 1, so it's gone through them all. Yep. Let's go to here. We probably don't. Yeah, continue. Dun. Connection 0 equals. The first one is garbage because we didn't set that on the first one, which is going to be an issue. And now when we continue on, we get to next. We copy down. Oh, I see what the problem is. Yeah, I see what the problem is. We copy one and then we need to do the reverse loop. We need to go I is equals 0. We need to go I equals max connection history minus 1. I is equal to 0, I minus minus. And we start at the top and we go I equals... Is this going to do the same thing? Oh, yeah, we still do this. I plus 1 equals train connections I. So we start at this one and we say copy that one to this one. I minus 1. I equals I minus 1. We've copied that one to that one. And now we step to this one and we copy this one to this one. This one to this one. Okay. Hopefully that works better. It doesn't go out of bounds and blow up. Oh, there's always this long, tedious moment of this, and then later, then it works. Kind of. Okay, so if I go to train connections, I've got a bunch of null pointers. Null, 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 null. Oh, okay. I don't need this check anymore. Oh, if I... Yeah, we don't need this check anymore. I hope. Man, we're back into building things over and over again. Okay, train connections. Carry on until we get the next one. Okay, we have the first one. Continue. I minus minus. Let's just do this loop. See what's happening. Okay, we come here. We say I equals O. Does it just totally skip over it? Does not equal 0. I is greater than 0. Does not. I is greater than 0. Does not equal 0. What am I doing? Why am I so confused by the basics, sir? Why am I making so many tracks? Okay. Okay, so I equals 9. Connection, train connections. Okay, so that's not going to do much till we get to the next one. And now we have 1. And this ain't going to do anything till like what we should see happen is element 1, once this gets to 1, now that one should be copied over once. Nice. And we can skip this loop and go to here, and then we see it copied over. Yes, they are moving. And if I do that, now we have 3 unique points. I should keep going just to make sure it fills the whole thing out. We don't like get the last one. It looks like the last one's good. All right, we have filtering. We have filtering. Epic, exciting programming for all and sundry. Now, we should be able to go to update trains and say, okay, the adjusted is that. And then we can say F32 offset equals train t value minus 0.5f, and then that is the mod of this. So offset, and then this can be called the adjusted t, and then we should be able to print f. Shit, is this going to print a gazillion? Print f offset. I just want to know what the offset is. Percentage 2.2 f, and we can say offset. Minus 5 and we also want to do it times I plus 1. So how many cars back are we? We might get a lot of print statements. Oh, I always forget the end lines on there. Okay. So looking at this, it doesn't help that we didn't. So the first offset is 0.3. 0.4, 0.9, 1.4, 1.9. So these are the 5 car offsets. And then we want to kind of say the absolute floor value of that. To say how many back are we? I think that should be right. Let's try that. I32 cell offset equals absolute value of offset floor the absolute offset value. And then we can say cell offset, cell offset. See if they make sense. Okay. We're just getting 0. Oh, that's because we're using the wrong thing. Damn. This one says conversion from double. What are our other floor options? Floor long. Floor F. Long double. I don't know whether this is bad use of these functions, probably. Okay. So we got the offset is 0.3. It's in the same cell. Then it's negative 0.4. It should be 1. So this becomes 0.47. Maybe we don't need to floor it. Maybe we just need to abs the offset into a I32. Okay. 0.3 is 0, negative 0.47. No, I do want it to be 1, negative 1. Okay. So it's going 0.97. It is going down to 0. Okay, it needs to be sealed. We need the sealing of the absolute offset. And is it going to give me a warning and say function from float to int? I32 cast. And then it's also going to say absolute is an int and sealing is a double and offset is a, maybe we'll do fabs, or we'll just treat them all as no, I guess we want fabs. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 3. Okay, no warnings, no errors, everything is correct. Oh, do you guys know one another? Okay. So it is offset 0.3. Ah, that is not a 1. We want that to be that to be 1, but that not to be 1. I guess if it's less than 0, cell offset. So we say if offset is less than 0.0f, cell, we can say I32 cell offset equals 0. If it is, then do that. Otherwise it's 0. Adel Tahmid. Hanging and banging. Hanging in Bangladeshin. Alright. Now this one is 0. Ah, come on, man. Offset is less than thing. Oh, then we don't want. Yeah, what? Offset is. Oh, gosh darn it. Yeah, programming is hard. Okay, now I feel like we might be onto something. So this should be 1 off, and this should be 2 off. Okay. So we've got the cell offset, we've got the T offset. Now we should just be able to get the pair. So we can say connection pointer connection equals train connections cell offset. Thanks. Cole Kleinenbeckel. I don't know how to say that. Were you around during the game jam? Are you from game jam days? So this should be counting up, and we should be able to go. Ooh, cell offset equals the current cell. We don't know what the current cell is, do we? Everything's going to be one cell behind, because the train doesn't log its current cell, it logs its last cell. So set next needs to adjust for this. Set next needs to say that connections 1 is the train last, train next. And then we also need to do connection 0 there. I think. Also, I want to do one little pesky last thing where we actually put a train down here. We want to, because we got train. Oh, it is doing that. Build cell connection south. So we do explicitly set that. But it didn't look like good data. Okay. Update trains. So now we have the connection pair. Now we have the adjusted T. And we can say, we do all this stuff again. I guess we can just do all this stuff again. Which seems bad, but we're just going to do it because we're trying to get it working. Crazy long last night. I was here the other night asking about what you recommend. Oh, yes. The Minecraft clone, yes, I recall. And we were all like, don't use C yet. Do something easier. If adjusted T is greater than 1, adjusted T equals 1. Although that shouldn't happen, because we're getting our T value from the train. So, this is it. This is a conundrum. I guess inside a connection, we can also have rail type. Oh, just put an explicit rail type. Rail type. We'll just store it in the connection. Set next. We will say what. Okay, train.current rail. So we're setting it down here again. We've made a mistake. We can say rail type next rail equals 0, and then next rail we can replace train.current rail with this. Next rail, next rail, next rail, next rail, next rail, next rail. Go back. And then here we can say, down here we'll just set train current rail equals next rail. But we also want to set train current rail, and this is next rail. I believe okay, we do set the current rail there. Ding, 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 ding. Mini motorways. Yeah, mini motorways is we played mini motorways in one of the breaks that we had a few years ago. That was a great game. Ha! Perfect. Sit next. Train.current rail equals next rail. Why did we not do any turning or facing? What did I break? Oh, I know. I think I know why. Yeah, well, the current plan is to test 3D and see if it is good fun, if it's possible, if it's plausible, if it would make the game better, or if it would make development that much harder. If connection dot current rail or connection, I believe this is rail type. Rail type. Yeah, she's sliding. Okay, next position equals connection P1 position this is connection P2. I'll break this line up. Connection P1, P2, and then adjusted T. I could feel like a cup of adjusted tea. Midpoint equals, okay, we can get this and change them all to connection P1, P1, P1. Okay. Go back. And then we can get all these and change these to connection P2. Badeep, 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 not that one. Direction, perpendicular, cross product, direction, connection P2. Now facing, now we need to set the car dot rotation Z equals yaw, and the car world position to next position. Is it happening? Are we doing it? Could this be a winner? I think we don't make mistakes around here. Now we need a 4 I-32 max 10. Did we do? No, we did 5, didn't we? We just did a magic number. Draw model EX. And we want the game train builder dot train model, not the train model, car model, and we want it at we want to get car pointed car equals train cars game train dot cars I reference car world position, and then we want to do these are the same, but not game train car rotation Z. Bada bing, bada boom. What is going to happen? Drum roll. Boom. Exception has occurred. Okay, so this is where connection P1 equals null, rail type equals none. Because the connection we got from train connections are all null. Yes, she's pretty thocky, alright. The keyboard is Maker Shadow X, this bad boy. And it has these budgerigar switches. They're very nice sounding. Maker Shadow X. Oh. I just bought it from Amazon on sale and it was... Oh, Topa Force. Are they nice to type on? This keyboard was really... if connection P1 equals null, or if we don't have a connection P1, or we don't have a connection P2, we just continue. I bet it is. Bet you're having a great time. Oh. Oh, yeah, buddy, we're doing it. We're doing it. It's happening. It's just perfect. Let's get him on a loop and dissect what's going on here. Wow. Let's inspect the damage. All right, let's chill it out by making a define called define car count, and we'll just make that 1 for now. Why have we got this just random drumming going on in the BG, in the BGs? I guess we need it in car set next. We need to do for I equals connection history. I guess it's just in update trains. we can just do car count. And we also need that in draw. The main train rotation's working. Car count. We could just put this on each train because we will want more than one train, but for now. Yeah, the main train works nicely. It's there's a little something off from the... Okay, I think the first thing that's wrong, update trains, is that this shouldn't be... This should just be I. So that might... No, because we don't want this to be times 0, do we? I forget I have to start on a... Yeah, so now it's just 0. That's not what we wanted to do. Offset equals train t value times I plus 1. So it's always going to be 1 times that. Cell offset equals 0. Yeah, this has been requested many times to keep an array of previous positions and rotations. But depending on how long the train is, and it's going at 60 frames a second, it needs to update. It'll need to store every position. So say it takes 5 seconds for the train. I guess it's not a big deal. Well, it is. It kind of does suck for this reason. Okay, so train, say it takes 5 seconds for the last car to get to where the train is. So we've got to store 5 times 60 vector 3s. And then every frame we have to go through this list, 350 items, and push them all over 1. It's a lot of pushing overs. I mean, it's not actually that big a deal for CPU to do that, but it feels a little brute forcey, because what if we wanted trains that were twice as long? And now they need to store twice as many vectors. It is simpler. The cell offset is 0. So we're getting the wrong... Connection cell offset. So 0 is the current cell, yeah? Make the cars an object. Let me just go back and have a look and see what's happening here. Oh wait, so this is I plus 1. So it's 1 t value offset times it by 2. Yeah. Parameter of another car, and they just offset by 1 and follow it. Yeah, I tried that as well. I tried doing like a an interpolation. Oh, am I pushing the wrong button? An interpolation, so offset, but you don't know what the curve offset is. Like, you just say go back, but go back where? Unless there was a spline. People have been saying there should be a spline, but I don't know how to make splines. I'll just slow this train down because it's a bit chaotic. Let's go 0.5. Unless there was a spline, but then making splines dynamically to match the rails might be crazy too. Well, it was. I was trying to do it and it was hard. So it's one off, then it's on top of the train. So it's just on that one. It was right. It's right there. Storing all previous positions would also be making a replay system. Yeah. What if you want to run the game at 120 frames a second? Then you need to store 120 times however many seconds it takes for the train to move. And then what if the train's got variable speed, so it's got acceleration, so it needs to store a massive number of positions. I guess what you could do is only store them every second and then interpolate between those waypoints. This isn't far off working. It may look really bad, but as you can see, there are points where the thing is correct. Interpolation. Yeah, interpolation. But then you might get weird, like, imperfect curve movements. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's go back through this and just see if we are just like one off this. We might be far away from it. Yeah, it's almost there. I think we're getting the connection points. So let's just go back through this. Distance traveled, train speed, over get frame time. This is a non-used thing. Offset is the train t minus half. And then we multiply that by I, which is, say it's the first car, it's times 1. So it's still 0.5. The cell offset, it's the same cell. Say it's in the same cell. The connection is the cell offset, which should be the current one. If we don't have one, then continue, that's fine. Adjusted T. Oh, do I only need to do this? What happens if I do this? 0.5. Okay. It's still correct. Okay, so that's still fine. Next position, blah de blah. If the connection rail type why don't I just do, I'm just going to put if true. So it always just does this direct interpolation. Oh, here's a problem. The facing is the train world position. So this should be car world position. That's one problem. So this should just do direct interpolation. It might be a bad idea, but we're just going to do it. Huh. It's like the t values, or when it goes back, it's going back too far or something. Let's just make the train really slow. Yeah, sorry. I don't know if it's good and readable. So that one makes sense because, okay, so it's offsetting, but the value I think I know what the problem is. The adjusted T is if mod. Let's just print this. And then if flush it out. Just make sure that this is not going into because it looks like it's going negative. Yeah, adjusted T negative. Why is it negative? Ah. Let me just go back here. So this is negative 0.25, 0.75. But, we say adjusted T equals F mod offset. This probably has to be fabs as well. I appreciate it. Sorry, sometimes I feel like it's just super boring. I struggle away for a long time. Oh, whoops, what's going on? Oh, I messed up. Why would you let me compile that? We do get there though. It goes through, it's like you go through the valley of pain every time. As long as you don't give up. Come on now. Look at that, it's going backwards. Correct though. Let's see, that one works. Well, they are exactly. So the T value is counting down. So it's not this. It's annoying that F mod F doesn't do what I want. (1.0) minus F mod. Yeah. Bugs actually help you. Bugs tell you what's up, I think. Gotta learn to embrace them. The slow train is so... Oh, again. The adjusted T is counting down. Count up, friend. Count up. This mod is not doing what I want it to do. Why is it returning me offset? First of all, why is it counting downwards? First off, we had this number, which was going the right way at least. F mod f. This returns the remainder. F mod. Come on, man. F mod L. What is it? Where is it actually? It just keeps saying F mod. I just keep going around in circles to F mod. I'm just going to review the numbers. Adjusted T is counting up. Dude, man. Do these need to be... Will this make a difference? I don't think so. Ooh, no. I guess we can turn this off, because I think this should work. Yeah. Oh, that's right on top of it though. Okay. There must be at one of these positions wrong. Train.t value. This needs to be adjusted t. Okay. Still, this doesn't fix our adjusted t value, which I thought was going to be so simple. I thought I would use modulo. Yeah, see now, ooh, but it needs to be a bit different on that. Whoa, that's, yeah. So that's the negative value. So how do we then, why is it count up? Oh, what's the inversion thing? How do we invert? Oh, dude. Negative, if negative x times minus 1. Yeah. I gotta consult the oracle and say, hey, dude. Why do I get negative numbers with this mod call? I thought negative 0.25 mod 1 equals 0.75. Hey, why? I don't understand what I'm doing. Why is it wrong? Result with the same sign. Dividend is negative, the result will also be negative. To ensure the result was always positive, if mod accordingly. Hey, if negative, there you go. Add 1 to it, not times it by negative 1. Whoa. I really dislike these kinds of things. I'm not very good at math, but I feel like there should be more elegant solutions, which there probably are, which I'm not smart enough to know about. But I thought the oracle would be. All right, come on now. Show me the money. It's gonna be, yeah, oh yeah, doggy. Doesn't look great, but technically correct. Oh, it doesn't know. about the inverse interpolation. There is a conundrum here where it doesn't know about the reverse interpolation. Because there's an issue with the train going... Oh, is that line still in there? Where it says train reversed. This is going to cause an issue. That's fixable. That's fixable. I think this is all fixable. Oh, first off, let's speed this train up. Train equals game.train equals. Okay. Here, let's set this to 1.0 or let's move 0.75. Connection. Then we're going to find max car count. And we're going to set this to something more exciting. Then we're going to do this and we're going to see the magic happen. Whoa, dude. Yeah. So I think the this year, what was debug console? So looking at these first few values, the adjusted T is 0.5, 0.3, 0.5, 0.53, 0.5.8, 0.1, 0.58, point thing. Yeah. Geez, that didn't work. That didn't work at all. I think we need to increment this. Let's do 2 cars and see where we end up with that. In fact, let's stay with 1 and see if the curves work. Because there's this thing where the curves, depending on which way around the curves go. Yeah, see, it bounces around, not knowing whether the track is reversed or not. I think this might be one of these. Okay. The problems, I think, exists in this here. No, where are we? Train up, that looked like train update. Update trains. Update trains. So this is cars. Let's just say car equals train cars. We go through all this. The next position, else the midpoint equals P1, P2 half. P1, P2 position. Direction equals direction. Is this, we should probably vector 3 next position. We should probably reset this value. Okay, we're re-establishing this variable here. That could be a bad thing. connection, blah, blah, blah. This direction variable is set here. And then we just need to make sure we've got car wheel position facing, you're facing X, facing Z, car rotation, car. Let's see if that made a difference. I don't know if it will. Oh, bastard. Maybe it's not knowing what. Yeah, it knows it's got the correct points and it interpolates correctly. It's just the curve calculation gets all wonky. So this, oh wait, float offset. That's a problem. Whoops. This offset is important. Connection reversed. We need a field in connection, right? We're gonna do this, and we're gonna have a bool reversed, and then when we go to set next, we do another thing called train reversed equals false, and then right at the bottom we can say connection 1, we need to, this is kind of annoying because we need to set, let's just say bool reversed equals false, and then all of these we're just going to call these reversed. Reversed, 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 reversed. Did I do one too many just then? Nope. Okay. And then we want to say connection, this one is train reversed, and then this one is reversed, and then we want to say train reversed equals reversed. Quietly now. Revered. Revered is not revered, reversed, reversed. Then we build all I had to do to be able to spend time coding like this is work for 10 years at another job to find the time. Oh, dude, man. Dude. Bisco, what do you think about that, buddy boy? It does a weird speed up when it goes around the corner because of the T value. All right. Is there simpler ways of doing it? Probably. Do we care? Not so much. Now, what happens? This can be a value called define. We just make it a const. Hey, const. Car offset equals, we'll make it a big letter, 0.65f. You could do adjustments, but they will be weird trailing adjustments. So whatever. Update trains. And this is going to be the car offset. And then I guess we could try it with more cars. I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll try it. Make our car count. What happens if we add another car? Damn you, second car count. Why do you want to catch up so bad? Why do you want to catch up so bad, sir? What could... Is it this multiplication here, I plus 1, times I plus 1? Or do we just want to minus I plus 1? Or minus I? In a parenthesis. Yeah. Catch up, friend. Oh. Oh, yes, I'm glad you... Yeah, we did it. We did it thoroughly. We got, since you were here last, we got the train going, and now we've actually got cars reasonably well behaved. They were very badly behaved until about 10 seconds ago. Why does this one have this offset? Extra offset. Oh. Because we're just adding t-value minus the car offset minus I times car offset. Right? Or is it minus car offset times I plus 1 plus 1? Abort the mission. Oh, I feel like I've got a slouch going on. What's wrong with 1, 2, 3? Oh, there's 3. I'm sure this is wrong, but you know, the brain is a little cooked. I feel like it's snack time. Once we get these cars working. Oh, dude. The curves, you can see they speed up the speed of everybody. Yeah, doggy. But actually, car offset equals, we'll do 5.5 and we'll have car count of like, let's boost it up a little. Although that is gonna, the cars are just not gonna work for the first like 8, for the first few, right? Go. Oh yeah, see, it only adds them when it's got a thing to do. Oh, buddy boy. Buddy boy. Now the speed up is because the distance is shorter. Wow, that causes a crash. Because that distance is less than that distance. So the time to travel is less. Right? What is the mathematical difference between that and that? This could go to here. This, oh, what point am I at? I want to clear that point, but I can't. Yeah, you could. I remember on Daisy Trains I changed the distance calculation on corners to be a little longer. I times it by 1.5, but there's probably some math. I think there's some math, to say the difference between the long end of a square and this corner point. In fact, you could just make a print. Don't make that much of a difference. Yeah, I mean for this type of thing. For this thing. Why do we get this weird clipping, these Z fighting when the camera's zoomed out? Graphics engineering problems. I don't know how it connects over like that. A pretty good problem solving. It might be because the field of view, you're looking at 2 times pi times r over 4. Is that the difference, or is that the distance? Man, that's what I'm talking about it though. C is pretty good language. Let's just add these little things in for the sake of looks. Distance of a 90-degree turn. 2 times pi times r over 4. Do you need to know, is that like the radius of the size of the thing? If it's just 1, because all these things are 1 unit long. Was it 0.5? I'm not very mathematical. Why C and not C++? did this in the game jam in C++ for the 2D version for the so this is based on the 7-day game jam where Daisy Trains, we made this, and we made this in 7 days for the game jam, and we actually came second. And this was in C++. So I just wanted to do something in C because there are like concepts that I don't understand what I'm doing, and I thought if I limit myself, maybe it'll give me a better education, because you just chuck a map in there or a vector in there and you don't really know why you're doing or how you would do it if you didn't have it. So I just thought I'd like challenge myself and learn a bit of C and, you know, just try to become a better programmer. Oh yeah, look at it go. I wonder what would, oh, we got a stack around the variable game was corrupted. Why though? Did I leave something? Operator overloading. Yeah. I think if I was to carry on this project and try and actually produce it, I'd probably use C++ with limited use of the template library. Just, yeah, getting the operator overloading and namespaces being the main things that seem cool. And then try and be good about usage of stuff. But then, you know, what level of puristness is important? Distance of a 90-degree turn. I wonder if I could just, I might just do a crappy multiplication. When we go next, set next. How long have we been streaming for? 2 hours. Got pretty good in 2 hours. Got some stuff going in 2 hours. No problem. Distance traveled. Distance to next equals vector 3. If next rail does not equal rail vertical, or next rail if it's not vertical or it's not horizontal, distance to next, I think I just did like times equal 1.333 or something. Oh, but we can't do that. Dot x or train distance to next, make it longer by some silly amount that's not correct. Oh yeah, and then it just goes a little more slowly. Oh, it still seems faster. We're getting this stack failure. What happened there? What's the big idea, man? Pause on exception. What is the exception? Oracle. Oracle, help me. Writing outside the bounds of an array or accessing invalid memory. I don't know what I'm doing. Seems like you're writing where you're not supposed to. Yeah, I don't think I was writing anything. If I make this a much larger number, does this make a difference? Yes. Because everything's everything's running off the basis of the train engine. Oh, it sucks to go around corners, but it does it on all of them. Stack variable. Game.grid. Grid is unable to read memory because we freed it. Game still exists though. Train. Cars. Is it something to do with connections? All these, oh, these pointers have all been freed. But it shouldn't matter, should it? It's giving me this here. Can I reload? What happens if I just exit out of the game now? Do I get the same? Oh, it gets out alright that way. Memory corruption. Okay, that is fine. Is it when there's the train? It's only when the train is initialized, but all that memory is initialized anyway. There's no allocation going on in the trains. They're all just re-initialized, aren't they? The train. Am I like overloading the stack or something? Is the game becoming too big? Sometimes it warns you in Visual Studio, it's like, hey, dude, man. The game is 1300 bytes. That's not too big. I guess we shouldn't be storing all this stuff in here. We could make the game on the heap, but shit, I don't know. What's your preferred language of choice, Piotr? Why did this? Alright, carry on. Horizontal. Sorry, what now? C sharp. And you're doing game engine stuff, right? What if I just said, oh dude, come on now. Writing stuff, yeah. You think C sharp's, what, like engine in C sharp? Is this because, come on man. Yeah, you just use the dictionaries and the lists and let it clean up its own memory and don't worry about it. Depending on what you're doing. Do you find there's performance issues? Do you find like there's certain things that you would wish would go faster? Right. So next rail is what? A rail type. Don't I do this in this here? Maybe is not equal is not correct. Do nothing else, do this. Okay. Oh no, not my out of memories. Maybe you're in the future. While all of us are stuck in the past trying to use C and C++. Just battling away. Is there an issue with garbage collection, like collecting stuff when you're trying to do something else? AOT? Oh man, this is a great success. Oh no, I messed up. Hey, who would ever corrupt memory around here, eh? Yeah. All right. There's one thing left to do. Dang, what am I doing? Do I need to free the game grid if it's going to delete the stack? Oh, I wanted to do one last thing, which was make the train quite a lot faster, make it more daisy trains kind of speed. Gameplay logic, like Unity, like as a scripting language. Let's do this and let's make something interesting-ish. Am I? Oh, I am getting shading, really crappy shading. Yeah, not to mention Unity. And you know, people say Unity's slow or whatever, but it's actually fast. Okay. Let's make some multi-dimensional suckerinis up here. Is this going to be too long for one train? Well, we've only got one train. Oh, this can only work on the ground floor. Oh, oops. Go! Oh, what happened? Build mode. Oh, okay. Okay, now it'll work. Look at that, just make it go up there. Which one does it do? What is the... Will this go around in a loop? Oh, yep. Nice! Yeah, and even their C sharp might even get built into, I don't know, how does that work? Do they actually run the C sharp code, or does the C sharp code get like it all like runs on little wrappers, that then talk to the C++ code? I'm just going to take a lazy video of this. Doodle-dee-doo. Doodle-dee-doo. Nice. Hi. All right. I might actually call it there. I'm probably going to go do some other work. But yeah, for the beginning of the day, we just had one little choo-choo moving along, and now we're fully carred up. Right. C++ initializes the virtual machine. Bind some functions. Right, yeah. Okay, right. Yeah, you probably just use Unity for real. But there's something about this. Like I was saying, the thought process of doing this with like prefabs and then just thinking yourself into a corner with the prefab and the objects and stuff. Because then every rail piece needs to be like an object, a game object with game object overhead. Whether that matters or not. Yeah. It definitely is satisfying when it works. Maybe you put more into it because you're like, if I can make it work, then that really says something. Versus like, I use Unity. And also if you use, man, I don't want to sound like a hater because I think it's very good tech. Just you kind of go, oh, how do I do this? And you look something up. It's like, this is how you do this. Or Unity says, this is how you do this. So you do that. And it's like, you have less unique pathways or something. But maybe it's untrue. I remember watching something done by those guys that did V-Rising. And they seem to like find interesting ways of doing stuff. Let's make a block, a little tunnel for it to go through. Yeah. When you look at the tool set sometimes and you're just like, Unreal toolset just seems like it does everything better. Plus it's all sort of natively C++, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah, and then you go to the cache, the Unity store. This is where I ran into problems. I wanted to do this pathfinding thing, and I went and got this asset that did like dots pathfinding and whatnot, and then I implemented it, and I wanted to change like one little thing. It was just like, can't change it at runtime because of the way dots works, and then you realize you need to go and read all the code, and it's thousands of lines of code, and you don't, now you're trying to understand what this developer was doing, and you realize yeah, you're not, it doesn't it means you're more tied to that thing, right? Yeah, it's all about particularness, eh? Like, I want to do this particular thing, and it's like, well, you can do this kind of thing. Why does this? Oh wow, I thought my camera code was so good, but it seems so bad. Definitely not good at all. It even seems to change the perspective. But now we're like really top down. Yeah. Yeah, that's, but then on the other hand, when you're doing your own bits, it's just like everything is a problem you need to solve. Anyway, it's good chatting with you. Appreciate hanging out. I think I'm gonna call this stream here. Yeah, there's like, because it's like, it's the raylib camera's got like a target that it's looking at, and I'm just translating that along with the, whoa, look at that, with the camera itself. It's probably bad. Maybe this is just another bad clunky train game. I don't know. Anyway. Stack corruption. It runs the game, it goes through all this stuff. Renders and updates. What is the part of the thing it doesn't like? Is it this update trains call? Maybe it's going out of range somewhere? Or something? Anyway. Good times. Good times. I think I'll carry on tomorrow and try and take it a little further. Try and get slopes working so we can have actual 3 dimensions, and then try and do some art stuff to the mesh maybe in Blenderini. Yeah. The only thing I'm freeing is if I don't free the... Oh, I don't free the game grid anymore. That didn't seem to make a difference. Is it anything to do with these unload models? I mean, it's like you should unload the models, but then what happens if you don't? Does that memory just get overwritten anyway? Boom. Still. Rollercoaster Tycoon, yeah. I don't know, that's a problem. It's a tomorrow problem. Yeah, this is the thing. We're making technology that was solved in 1998 in assembler. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully the GPU stuff just gets overwritten if you don't unload like the models and the textures and stuff. Hopefully it will just reuse the memory. Do we have massive VRAM leaks? I don't know if that's how that works. Wow, users... Oh, that's... I wonder if it's a good idea to like encode the stream on QuickSync instead of on thing. Yeah, problem for tomorrow, me. All right, man. Nice chatting. Thanks for coming along, hanging out. We will see you in the next one.